Hi everybody, welcome. It's Lily Nakazawa here, and today we're going to be getting over into the VTuber Newsy news. So today we are going to be talking about Rosemi Lovelock. So Rosemi Lovelock is a female English VTuber affiliated with Nijisanji's EN's second wave Obsidia alongside Selene Tatsuki and Petra. Alright, so why are we talking about Rosemi today? Well, Rosemi had her 3D debut today, and just so you guys are aware, Rosemi is absolutely beloved even by those who dislike the current Niji and what they're doing, right? Okay, so her debut, her 3D debut was today. So she has, she's been around for a while. So she's been around since 2021. But her 3D model debut was today. So an interesting turn of events has happened, as you can see. The video is unavailable. This video contains content from Sony Music Entertainment Japan, who has blocked it in your country on copyright grounds. Sony is not playing, guys, and they've I guess done some sort of action to make it unavailable. So her video, it won't show even with the use of VPN in Japan, USA, and Canada. So I suspect it's probably blocked worldwide. I haven't tried every single country in the world, but you know, it's probably safe to say that it has. So what's interesting about this though, it's kind of ironic in a way. Selene was dragged for permissions, even permissions that she actually had. However, here it seems to have they may have flubbed. They may have done a little stumble, and it's a little bit confusing, especially since this is such a big deal. Because Rosemi is so beloved, you'd think that they would have crossed their T's and dotted their I's, but something happened here that obviously Sony is not happy about. So not really sure what it is. I wasn't able to watch it. She streamed the same time as I streamed, so I wasn't able to catch it. However, in mind, they may have had permission, but they probably may not have entered it into the content ID system. So we don't know. Will it come back? Maybe, if they, you know, do the little the trimming section, whatever that was. I'm going to show you something interesting here too. So this is Rosemi's super chats and how much she had actually made for her debut. So as you can see here, and it tallies up everything, all the yen at the very bottom, 284,000 yen. So this is a little bit lower than what we're expecting. Because she's so popular and so beloved, you can tell that people are mad with Niji and what they're doing, and they're obviously voting with their wallets here. So if you were to compare her to her genmate here, Petra. This is Petra here. Petra is a penguin VTuber. So this is how much she made during her 3D debut, which was 564,000 yen. So so comparing those two is actually low performing when you bring up Palmu. So this is Palmu, and when Palmu did her 3D debut, this was the amount that she made. She actually made 1,510,000. So it's like you can tell here it's definitely low on the performance scale, right? So essentially, Rosemi made even less super chats than Petra did, which is very surprising. Which is like, because if you know the lore of Rosemi, she is very beloved. So it's kind of sad to see she's essentially taken the beats for Niji, right? And you can definitely tell with the financials that you see here. So it's sad. It's sad what's happening. It's sad for her, and it's sad for her viewers too. So anyways, yeah. Yikes. Niji taking L's every single day. Are you surprised? No, me neither. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next piece of news. So I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so we talked about IdolEN yesterday. So we did talk about them yesterday. So here is one of their talents. This is Pochi Wanmaru. She has an alternative account, Fenriru. We have a statement here. So this is a statement here. We're gonna read through this. It's a little bit long, so just bear with me, okay? This is in regards to her being at IdolEN. So let's take a look. Okay. So she says, let's talk about the time I worked at not Starbucks. Sorry guys, just to make this clear, when she's saying not Starbucks, obviously it's not Starbucks, but not Starbucks equals IdolEN or Idol Corp, okay? Not Starbucks has not provided an extended break notice despite my request to do so a long while ago. This situation has caused me significant worry. I want to take a break from accumulated stress from the very start to the present because of several issues that not Starbucks had. While I recognize some internal issues are being worked on, there has been limited acknowledgement of responsibility for past incidences. I have experienced difficulties primarily in my interactions with Mr. Man. I was scheduled to receive my share of the second promo event earnings given to me in support by customers in early February to help and facilitate my move to another country, including various expenses like furniture, soundproofing, better equipment, as agreed, and being the sole reason for my second promo event, but I did not receive anything. The lack of funds has caused me financial hardship. I have been under the impression that I would be paid. I was told it was sent or being sent at the time, and like the first promo event and all other promo events, I should have received the funds on my next paycheck. Okay. Uh-oh. I have a feeling this is gonna go wrong. Okay. I was then recently told that the funds were frozen saying I wouldn't do my tasks, which is false. We were still discussing and in the middle of negotiations. There were mentions of other tasks over which I had no control over. For example, a Not Starbucks minigame, Not Starbucks stuffed mascot. And that was what I was referring to. This concerns me because I stated multiple times I could do my tasks. It seemed illogical as I learned I would not receive the funds prior to this part of our negotiations. Ew. Okay, that's not good. I was told by someone else at Not Starbucks that the actual reason was because I had work leave notice active. Huh. That's weird. Wait, hold on. At the top she said, at the top it said, it's not provided an extend break notice. But here it says that she's work leave notice. Okay, so it looks like because she's on a work leave notice, they're not paying her? Okay, but let's continue. Regardless, this shouldn't have changed anything since there was a significant established lapse of time before my leave, and I was more than open to negotiate and compromise to do my tasks during that time and extend the work leave notice. Around the start of January, I had issued a work leave notice because of my experiences at Not Starbucks. Oof. I want to emphasize that issuing the work leave notice was not related to the promo event. I mean, that makes sense. Okay. I planned to see what was possible and what my options were, what we could agree on, finish my task of the promo event, and exit with no complications. Okay, I mean, that's fair. Yeah, you just kind of want to like clean up your desk before you go, right? Keep in mind, we are end of March as of writing this, and I could have worked on tasks for the promo event this entire time. I mean, I don't know. Can you work while you're on a leave? I'm not sure. That's confusing. Okay. There were instances of undue pressure and coercion over the past months going back and forth, such as punitive terms in documents I was given to sign and threats. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's terrible. I refuse to sign anything for my own mental well-being and protect my freedom. Yeah, I mean, absolutely, you can't force people to sign things. Yeah. Other well-meaning individuals joined in the negotiation near the tail end, but it was still unfruitful as Mr. Man refused to budge. Yeesh. In the end, I knew refunds might have to be issued, despite being a last option because of my financial situation and possibilities of resolving this. I was very recently made aware by customers that, upon asking for refunds, messages sent by Not Starbucks to customers indicated no refunds would be offered because I was presently working on and on my way to finishing my tasks. False, as we had not come to an agreement, while simultaneously claiming I would not do my tasks. What? Oh my god, that's confusing. I hadn't received anything either way. In the end, it is the right thing to do for the customers because we are unable to find a way for Not Starbucks to let me complete my tasks. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, if you're not able to complete the task, then yeah, refund. That makes sense to me. Okay. I've been feeling very unwell because of the situation and have made this known to Not Starbucks. It has affected me mentally and physically where I have needed to see a doctor. Oh no, the poor thing. That's awful. That's awful. Most days I feel very depressed and brain fogged, completely out of it, and I struggle to do anything, including coffee making. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, because when you're like burnt out and like depressed, like just surviving to the next day is so difficult. Yeah, like even getting out of bed is really difficult. Oh, this poor thing. This is awful. I have felt lonely and isolated, worsening my anxiety. I am very exhausted. I tried my best. Oh no, this poor thing. I have respectfully asked Not Starbucks to respect my privacy and discontinue any further attempts to contact me. Despite holding evidence, I've chosen not to disclose further details out of consideration for the other baristas at I like how she says baristas and Not Starbucks staff. I believe it prudent for all parties to move forward and disengage from this matter. Continued engagement serves no purpose and will only perpetuate harm and validate my experiences. Ooh, oh my god, that's heavy. Oh my gosh, Pochi, that's heavy. I'm sorry. Wow, wow, wow. And like even here, like her, the pin post, it's like, I'm alive, I'm dealing with a lot right now, having meetings. I'm not ready to talk about it yet, and I may be away for a while longer, but I figured I'd drop by and say hello. Please take care of yourself. Oh goodness. Okay, so this is the chart here of her goals. So as you can see, like everything here is there. I mean, it's not, everything is not completed, right? So like you can see here, things that were completed are green, and everything that's not completed are like in progress. So I mean, they could say yes, that you didn't complete everything, so therefore you're not getting paid. However, I mean, you still showed up and you still did the event, but like for you to not get anything at all seems kind of unfair. So but yeah, it's just, I mean, everything she's saying here seems pretty reasonable, right? She's like, hey, you won't let me finish my tasks. You won't refund people. We're kind of like stuck at an impasse here because like at the end of the day, you want your fans to feel like they're being, you know, rewarded for attending. And I mean, it's not like she didn't show up at all. So maybe she should get, maybe not everything, but maybe a little bit, right? Like there has to be some sort of negotiation in the middle. It's, yeah, it's kind of sad. Like, she's not getting anything at all, especially if she's, like, moving. Like, that's, yeah, I mean, granted, you know, like, oh, well, you know, nobody forced you to move. Yes. But at the same time, it's just, one would think that if you, you know, attend work and did maybe, you know, instead of doing a full day, you did a half day, you'd think you'd still be paid for the half day, right? It's just kind of confusing. But, Mr. Man. Yes, this was the guy. This was the guy that was issuing credit cards to everybody. So it's kind of confusing. Where it's just like, here, everyone gets a credit card. Everyone gets paid. But not you, Pochi. It's like, that's a little bit odd. It's a little bit confusing. It's so weird because, like, just yesterday we were like, singing their praises about, wow, this is a great company. They're giving everyone credit cards. And then look at this. Look at this, right? It's just like, huh, how about that? Is it like every company's got like a good side and then a dark side and that takes over? I don't get it. I really don't get it. Oh my goodness. I really don't know enough right now. This is a little bit still, I guess, still early. We're still a bit early to it, but it's all a little bit confusing. All right, so we're gonna move on to our next piece of news. This is AmaLee. She is a VTuber. She does music and she also does voice acting. So she has had something happen which was not cool. So we're gonna read this, okay? It says merch update and addressing concerns. So this is an update as of March 7th, 2024. Over the last month, many of you have seen statements from content creators who are owed tens of thousands of dollars from my former merchandise company, Copium Merch. I am heartbroken to share that I have also been impacted by their mismanagement. Ugh. It says, when I closed my merch shop in December, I was owed nearly $60,000 in past revenue by Copium Merch. After taking ownership of $36,000 of unsold merchandise from the company, I am currently owned $22,000. That staggering loss and the order delays and difficulties you guys have expressed to me left me no choice but to sever all business ties with Copium Merch. In the months since, I've worked with VTuber Ramen to fulfill your outstanding orders. That's really nice. These guys are incredible. Okay. Many of you will have already received your delayed merch before reading this statement. But if you are still waiting for an order, please mail shop at vitaramen.com and include your order name, your order number, name, and brief explanation of your issue. Behind the scenes, this entire process has been a huge strain on my mental health. Oh no, poor thing. That's terrible. It's been challenging to stream like nothing is wrong while this unraveled in the background. I had 3.0 merch ready to go for the Siren Monarch's debut and was never able to launch. And I struggle with my feeling I have let my fans and incredible community down. In spite of everything, I'm excited to move ahead with a newer, stronger merchandise partner, and I can't wait to share my new merch with you in the future, knowing it will be delivered in a timely and smooth way you guys deserve. I sincerely apologize for the delays experienced, and I thank you endlessly for your patience and support. Wow, okay. Oh, this poor lady. That's a lot of money. $60,000? Oh my god. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay. And then it says, if you're having issues with contact email, please read the tweet below. Okay. This is her if you want to support her. It's AmaLee right here. She creates English covers of anime and video game songs. So, okay. So now we're seeing something here. Copium merch has actually screwed over quite a few VTubers. So let's take a look here. So this is the statement that we just read. And then this is on the Reddit r virtual YouTubers. And it says, seems like there were multiple people not getting any money from merch sold, plus so many people who did not receive their merch. So this is Copium merch. These are the bad dudes. These are the bad dudes who are screwing over everybody. And this is Vita Ramen. They are the saviors, which is amazing. Small business made in the USA. Wow. So they actually sell ramen, which is like confusing because you're like, what? But they also sell merch as well. So that's why. So I guess that's why they're stepping in and being a hero, which is pretty awesome. So yes. Anyways, there we go. This is Vita Ramen. And yeah, I've never heard of high protein craft ramen, but it's interesting. This is Shoto's statement that issues with previous merch drops. This was a Yuzu statement who had trouble with them as well. And then this is Bao. I'm no longer working with Copium merch. Yeah, I don't know what's happening over there at Copium merch, but that's not okay because like mainly like when VTubers. There's different ways that VTubers can make money, right? Merchandise being the biggest one. I mean, as you saw on the financial statements from, from Nijisanji and also from HoloLive as well. Merch is a really big deal. So the fact that like $60,000, the fact that they're sitting on $60,000 of her dollars is so brutal. Oh my god, it's a little bit heartbreaking to be honest with you. But yes, this is terrible. But yeah, thank you very much, Vita Ramen, for being a bro and for actually, for being a hero. That's excellent. That's excellent. I don't know what's happened, but it's just like how do you in your right mind keep all this money and not deliver on your promises? Like, I mean, if you're not going to deliver, just refund the money, right? But they're just this is bad. This is really bad. This is really sad too, because the VTuber is trusting their IP, trusting their brand to this company, and they're not only screwing over the VTuber but also like the fans as well. So it's pretty terrible. We're gonna move on to our next piece of news, and this is Marine is now officially the all-time most subscribed Japanese VTuber on YouTube. That is incredible. So this is Marine's channel, and this is the music video she is very famous for. I cannot play it because it is super lewd, but man, is it great. So if you definitely go watch it on your own time. This is beautiful. So this is Marine, and she's a pirate. She's a pirate VTuber, who's always just on the lookout for treasure. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, that's incredible. So good for Marine. Well done. And Marine is from HoloLive. So this is, if you're looking for this information, this is on the virtual YouTuber subreddit, but it's under the HoloLive. Okay, excellent. All right, yeah, definitely watch this. You will not regret it. Maybe don't watch it around family members, but definitely give it a watch. Okay. I will not be wearing a bikini this evening. However, if you are missing Bikini Lydia, please go over to my Twitter/X account. I had an amazing viewer who did a commission for me, so please feel free to take a peek-see at that. Okay? Thanks so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!